Yeah, YouTube, what's good? Back with another video. Yeah, I had to put a little bit of the workout in the beginning because it was one of the a fucking dork in the comments like, do you really be working out like that or you just be lying? Nigga, get the fuck on, you goofy ass nigga. I'm really like that, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you? But yeah, man, great workout today. It's Saturday. I know I said Shemag Saturdays. I'm gonna put it on later when I go to the field with my nephew. But today I just want to holler at y'all real quick. Nothing too serious, just something for y'all to think on. Real friends. Real friends. Who is your real friends? And are you a real friend to them? Right? I was chopping it up with one of my bros. I see my real friends, I don't even call them friends no more. They're my bros, like my real bros. But I was chopping it up with him, you know, and just sitting there, we was, you know, reminiscing about, like, because we grew up together, sandbox type shit, right? Played football together, we grew up, you know, basically grew up together. That's my nigga, that's my bro. Like, and we was just reminiscing on how far niggas came, like, even in the like past few 3 to 5 years, you know what I'm saying? Just how far niggas done grew. I remember he was working his job, you know, he was getting the experience, but he was only making like a little, you know, a little 60K. You know, that's cool, but for the shit that he was doing, he should have been getting compensated more, right? And I know it was, you know, it was stressing him out, you know? And then fast forward like a year or so later, I ain't gonna give y'all the full details, but my man's is up. You know, he took that same knowledge and experience and certifications, and he's up now. Like up. So, you know, we was just sitting there reminiscing. I'm like, yo, I'm proud of you, bro. That's big shit. And that's one thing too right there. When you genuinely happy for your friends, that's how you know it's real. When you genuinely happy, when your friends are genuinely happy for you, like, that's love. That's a real friendship. Because a lot of dudes sit there and hate on you like, man, that shit, man, I ain't doing. But for that nigga, for all of my brothers, like all of my niggas that I call my brothers, like when they do something that is powerful, impactful, that's life-changing, that is a step, is progress, anything like that, I'm 100% proud of them. I'm 100% supportive, and it's all love. When I say that shit, when I say I'm proud of you, nigga, I be dead serious, because I don't play. You know, and that's one thing too. You always gotta keep your friends on the right track. The ones that's doing right and want to do right, you gotta keep them on the right track, and vice versa. Do your friends check you? Do you check your friends? Do you make sure that they doing the right things? Are you doing the right things to even be trying to check them? Right? My homies, you know, they all can check me. You know, if I'm doing some bullshit or if I'm on some bogus shit or I'm falling off or I'm not doing the right things, them niggas will tell me. They'll let me know, like, bro, you dropping the ball right there. You playing around. Like, you got too much talent, potential, and shit like that. Same shit with me, like, bro, yeah, shit bogus. But you know, you check them in private. Don't be trying to do that shit in public, though. That's corny. You ride with them in public, but as soon as you get behind the doors, you be like, yo, don't do that shit. Like, no, that shit you did out there was bogus. You know, you my boy and all, but don't be doing that shit. You gonna get us in trouble. You gonna, you know, get yourself in trouble, shit like that. But yeah, man, and I just love to see my boys win. I love to see my niggas win. I love to see them win, because it motivates me. It drives me. As disciplined and focused and driven as I already am, to see them niggas doing that shit too, it make the experience so much better. Because you don't want to be up and be the only nigga with money, right? You don't want to be up and be the only nigga with money. And then at that time, if you're not where let's say one of your friends is up more than you right now, don't hate. Main thing, don't be fucking hating. Hating, that's a bitch trait. Hating is a female trait. Why? Because you emotional. You in your feelings. You mad. You jealous. You envious because of their success. People want success, but they don't want everything that come with it. You just want the positive side of it. You don't want the envy, the jealousy, the hate that come with it. And it'll come from the closest people to you. But when it's not your time yet, post up. You know, get on your grind, keep working. Your time will come, but you hating because you ain't putting in the work and you feel like you deserve it. That's some bogus ass. That right there show that you ain't a real friend. If you start feeling envious and shit like that of your friend's success, you ain't a real friend to them. You a lame ass, a corny ass, a dork ass nigga. That's what the fuck you is. And I think I heard Tony Yayo say, he heard it from Shaka Zulu, but he said, success doesn't come in the masses. You feel me? Like, big success don't come in the masses. You know, it's only one Jay-Z, it's only one Lil Wayne, there's only one Drake, there's only one fucking 50 Cent, shit like that. It's not the whole, you know, it's not a whole thing. It's like a select few people. That's why it's so hard to be successful. And then the people like that, they putting in overtime. They working harder than the workers. So that's just, I started getting on a tangent. But back to your real friends, like, a lot of y'all is limited to your friends. Like, you heard it all before. You will go as far as the sum of the 5 to 10 people, I think it's 5 people you interact with the most. So if you hang around 4 broke niggas, you gonna be the 5th one or some shit like that. And that's a fact. Birds of a feather flock together. A lot of y'all still flocking with the same birds because y'all ain't open to no new experiences. Because y'all still doing the same shit you was doing 10 years ago. I don't know about you. I graduated 2011. I graduated from high school 2011. It is 2023. I've been out of high school 12 fucking years. 12 fucking years. Everything that happened in high school does not exist anymore. That lifestyle does not exist. If you doing the same shit, living the same life, doing the same everyday mediocrity, dealing with the same bitches from high school and shit like that, nigga, you can't even, we not even in the same stratosphere, my nigga. No growth, no expansion. You still limited to our fucking neighborhood. That's one of the things that hold y'all up. Y'all be too scared to break out of your comfort zone and go to a different area and expand your mind, expand your experiences, expand your fucking friend group. Because you fucking still at home doing the same shit. And even at home, you're not even growing at home. You at home working bogus ass jobs. You can work a bogus ass job in a new city, in a new state. But you scared to break out of your comfort zone and do something new. Open yourself up. You know, it's like a fucking, I always reference it from The Wealthy Gardener. He was talking about the bamboo tree in the office. You know, the bamboo tree is gonna be limited to the space available in that pot. But if you take the bamboo tree, put it outside, it could grow to great heights. Same thing with you. You limited because you stuck in fucking 2011. You stuck in the same fucking office pot that you was in 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Instead of fucking going to plant yourself in new experiences and grow and become something great. You know, they always said, your biggest haters gonna be from your hometown. You know why? Your biggest non-supporters gonna be from your hometown. You know why? Because they know you. Because they seen you. They be like, oh, that nigga ain't shit. I went to high school with that nigga, he ain't shit. He ain't this, that, and the third. Why that nigga think he all that now? Nigga, yes, I do, motherfucker. I am all that. I've been all that. I just didn't know it at the time. I am all that, motherfucker. And you know why? Because I put in the work to become something great. And the people, my friends that I grew up with that's in that area, it's only like a select 3, maybe 3, 4 that can really, that we still locked in tight as hell, that they can call my fucking phone. Like real friends to me, like my brothers, they can call me any fucking time. It don't matter. You got my number, they can call me anytime. Everybody else I grew up with, we cool. We not enemies, but you know, we grew apart. We not doing the same shit. Like your real friends have to align with your life goals and vice versa. You have to align with your life goals. Like some of my friends I might in the army that I met, we met on some one of my friends I met because we was about to fight. One of my other friends we met because we was, you know, we got cool through mutual friends and we rode together. We a bunch of bullshit we got into, like, you know, all that shit. My fault, the goddamn phone overheated, so I'm gonna have to wrap it up in a minute. But like I was saying, my friends, a lot of my friends is people I know I could trust, that's gonna ride for me, that probably shed blood with me, like we threw hands together, whatever, and shit like that. That's why they my friends, from what they do for me. And I always tell my girl this when we talk about friends, because you know, girls like to, I see them posting, girls always say that shit, well, if all your friends is hoes, then what does that make you? I look at it like this. I always make sure she gets this real clear, and I want y'all to keep it in mind too. I don't judge your friends off of what they do. I judge your friends off of what they do for you. Right? Let me say it again. I don't judge your friends off of what they do. I judge your friends off of what they do for you. Right? So, prime example, her friends could be, I don't know her friends, so let me get that clear too. I don't want to meet her friends. I don't fucking care. But her friends could be hoes. Let's give it 5. She could have 5 friends, they could all be hoes. I don't give a fuck about that. You know why? Because it doesn't concern me. It's what they do for you. Your friends could all be fucking hoes, hot girls, some all that shit. But let's say they was the only people there for you, that held you down, that took care of her during the pregnancy. You know, or she lost a family member and they taking care of her. Like, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, I judge them off of their intentions. Do they have your best interests at heart? I don't give a fuck about what they do. That's none of my business. They're grown-ass women. But as far as what they do concerning you, that's what I look at. That's what I care about. And that's what she needs. That's what I tell y'all. That's what I need to look at in my friends. That's what she need to look at in my friends. So keep that in mind. What do they do for you? Are they genuinely happy for you, to want to see you succeed? Do they align with your life goals? Are they pushing you to become the best version of you that you could possibly be? Or are they still getting you wrapped up in dumb shit? They still getting you put in positions to go to jail or get in trouble or get killed out here? Do they have goals for the future, or are they just living day to day? You gotta think about that, because life is fucking serious. Especially as a man, you gotta live an intentional life, and you gotta live a fucking focused life. As a black man in America, your ass would be out of here in no time. So you really got to be thinking about this shit, instead of just, they my friends because we grew up together and this is all I know. Fuck that, my nigga. I got my ass up and moved to fucking to Roswell, Georgia in 2021, and I ain't looked back. I ain't been home, to be honest. I ain't lived home for a long time. I moved back home when I came back from overseas, just with some formality shit. But as far as me being home, I ain't been home in damn near since I left for the Army. I ain't been home since 2013, full time. So I'm always gone. So think about that shit and really dig into it. Like, who's your fucking friends? And are they really benefiting your life, or do you need to do better? Because until you really think and want different in your mind, once you want different, want better, you'll do better. So keep that in mind, yo. But I just had this conversation with my bro, and I'm gonna say one more thing and then I'm gonna end the video. Even just starting this YouTube shit, talking to y'all, was just the push I needed from one of my friends, one of my bros. Because I was sitting there talking to him, and I always give him advice. I always talk about shit like this. I always talk like this. And he was like, bro, you need to stop bullshitting and just go ahead and do that shit. Just go ahead and just start fucking shooting videos, nigga. You look like a YouTube nigga anyway. So I was like, because to be honest, I talk to myself all the time. When this camera's not on, I'll sit here and ride in silence and talk to myself. And I was just like, you know what? Somebody should definitely be hearing this shit. So that's how I got here now. Real friends gave me the push to start doing this shit. And I appreciate them to death, you know what I'm saying? Because now we rocking, now we cooking. So think about who your real friends is, and if you need new ones. And think about it, are you a good friend or a real friend to them? Or do you need to change yourself? But that's all I got for y'all, yo. Until next time, man, it's Wolfgang Peak, it's Wolfgang Lifestyle. And I'm out.